Hey there, welding wackos, MIG maniacs, and argon addicts. Johnny here, coming at you from a fairly cloudy central Pennsylvania. And I think it's about time we do another welding video. So I got a couple new toys at Five Below I'm going to show you. First I'm going to go in and make a cup of coffee, and then we'll look at them toys and drag the welder out of the weeds. I haven't run it in 7 months, since November. It's June now. And since that last video I made, the 101, the beginner's guide to the Hobart Mainliner. That old junk anyways. Well, we're gonna get the thing out. I got a job in a couple of days, and, so we're gonna look at a couple of things, PM it, do a cold start on it, and we'll go from there. Got my shop manual with notations. Got the old bee spray in case there's some bee buddies in there that I wake up and get angry, irritated. Kind of like me, when I get irritated, someone should spray me. Got our batteries for the ignition. Now we'll run on one of these 6-volt trail camera batteries, but I just have two. That's the way I wired it, so that's what I run. I hand crank it. I took the starter out of it, so it just runs on them little batteries there. Check this out. This is a smartphone tripod. I always struggled with setting the camera up right. I use this rigging as a tripod, and it works okay, but it's just really not. Anyways, I'm gonna try this. And then to look really classy, look at how much of a nerd I'm gonna be wearing my phone on my forehead. Hopefully no one's around when I'm taking these shots. Anyways, this is all for you guys. This is for this is to make better videos, so we're gonna try to do that. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, here's the welder. You guys that have watched my beginner's guide have seen Weldy the Welder before, but here's Weldy the Welder. It looks pretty sad there in the weeds. So we're gonna back up to it and yank her out of there and chop the weeds down and get the thing running today, I think. Okay. Alrighty then, let's do it. You know how the saying goes, just back up till you hit something. Oh, I think somewhere in there. Close, but no cigar. I swear I know what I'm doing. Somewhere there. All right, so the tripod from Five Below, not good for a plus size phone. Don't see any action here. Maybe we're okay. Get out of there. I'm not scared of bees. I'm just scared of bees. Alrighty. Take a look-see in here. Look for paper wasp nests. I do not believe. Oh, there's an ant nest. Not much in there to eat except dirt and grease. Let's see up here. I don't see any. I'm actually extremely surprised that there are no wasp nests in here. I really expected there to be. Well, that's good. Okay, let's start our PM. Hey guys, welcome back. We're about 5 cups of coffee later, and the sun's come out, so get a little better lighting on today's video. First, we're going to start back here at the radiator and work our way around. Now, you may have noticed in this last video of mine, I got some nice, pretty shiny fuel caps on here and radiator caps. These came out of a place out west, I think in Washington it was, called Filler Neck Supply Company. They do all kinds of filler necks, caps, fuel tanks. They do stuff like that. The nomenclature on this cap is, this is a 3-inch, quarter-turn double cam walk cap. Pretty rare cap, and if you don't have them, they're pretty hard to find. So just Google Filler Neck Supply Company, and like I said, that's the nomenclature for that cap. You'll find these caps on early cases, Case Industrial. In fact, I think I remember an old Case Tractor 580, something like that I was on, that had a cap like this when I was a kid. And Cessna 310 uses a cap like this. You'll notice this is a vented cap here. I sent the fella an email asking if they had any non-vented caps. They did not have any non-vented caps. They only had these. So let's take a look up here at the fuel cap. Just get old Dab's Wellington out and just take that hole shut. Just weld the hole shut and it'll be fine. There's a nice fuel cap for you then. Just something to keep in mind. There is a vent hole in the filler neck for this fuel tank, okay? So you don't want to be grinding and throwing sparks and stuff up against that fuel tank filler. Of course, you guys aren't stupid. You're not going to do that, right? Just something to keep in mind. So we're going to start here. Yeah, we got coolant in the top tank. We're good. This radiator has a drain petcock in the bottom. So at the beginning of the season, I'll probably get down here and just burp this radiator. Yeah, there was a little bit of rust and stuff that come out of there. We're good now. If it doesn't turn, it looks like it's a 9/16. You'll be able to screw the whole thing out of the radiator. But you're gonna want to have a 5-gallon bucket on standby because this thing holds like freaking 5 million gallons of coolant. Okay. Now, we're gonna put we're gonna try out this other mount and we'll start oiling this stuff, okay? All right, this is gonna work really well. First thing we're gonna do, check the oil. Full. All right. Good stuff. You'll see that I don't have my vent hose hooked up here yet. My big fat hand, get out of the road here. This is a vent hose that goes from here to the filler neck over to the intake boot right here. And I'm just gonna have to adjust this camera a little bit. Anyways, I took it off there. I didn't replace it yet. Okay. Got a little flippy flopper here on the generator. Just put a couple drops of oil in there. 1, 2, and 1 for good luck. The distributor has a flippy flopper, oil cap flopper. I'll put 3 drops of oil in there. 1, 2, and 1 for good luck. Now you'll notice I don't have a starter on this machine. If you have a starter, there's going to be a little trap door, okay? If you pretend this is a starter, there's a little trap door here on the back end of the starter. You move that over and you put a couple drops in there too, okay, on the end of the starter shaft. And that will be somewhere right in here, okay? Just check check the belts. Belts are fine. I don't think I missed anything over here. All right, moving forward. What you're supposed to do every 6 months is pull this cover, then pull this cover with the 3 bolts here, clean this bearing out and pack it full of grease. I'm not gonna do it because I did it about 10 hours ago in machine hours. I did it about 10 hours ago, so we don't need to do that today. If there is a big interest in that, then at some point in the future, we'll do that together, okay? If you don't stuff rags in these holes in the generator, you probably should pull these covers and check for rodents and stuff before you fire the machine. but I plug all these holes. So I think we're good. Okay. Where did I put my wrench? Okay, last thing we're gonna want to talk about is the governor. And I didn't touch on this in my last video, and I feel like I neglected it by not talking about this governor has 3 plugs. It has a drain plug here on the bottom. It has a fill plug up here, and it has an oil level plug here towards the carburetor. So what we're gonna do, take our 7/16 wrench, let's get in there, maybe if we're lucky. Just get your 7/16 wrench and fumble around a little bit, like a dingle. At least I have both of my hands free now. Okay. So you can see oil starting to come out. That means the governor's full. If you take this here plug out and no oil comes out of it, then you just run it. You fill it like you would a transfer case, okay? You pull this plug out, there's no oil comes out of it, then you fill it with 30 weight oil here until oil starts coming out of this plug. Then it's full. You don't fill it to this level. It would be very over full if you did that, okay? This is the oil level here. All right, I just wanted to make sure, I wanted to talk about that. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think I have any friggin', I don't know if I have any fuel in this. No, I do, there's fuel in her. Alrighty then. Okay, let's try this again. I already did this, but when I took the video, there was no sound. Okay. We got our vegetable oil on our brush. We're just gonna get in here and just coat it. Okay, apparently this is an old hot rodder's trick. Essentially what you're doing here is you're just seasoning this manifold, this cast iron manifold. And of course this machine hasn't seen the light of day in 7 months. One would assume that there would be rust all over this new manifold, especially after running it quite a bit after I rebuilt it. But this is what we have. You know, you spend a couple $100 on a manifold, you want it to last a little while. I rebuilt an engine once. I decided to use that high temperature manifold paint. Do not recommend. It's just junk. So what do? Well, I decided to try this, and this works really well for me. So this is what I'll continue to do every season. I'll just put a little bit of veggie oil on the manifold there like a real redneck. Get you some. Okay, that's it. Last thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna oil up the linkage a little bit. A couple drops here, a couple drops there. It's good practice to oil up your linkage, pins, wear points, stuff like that. I think I already did this one. I did, but hey, we'll give it a little extra. This carburetor is supposed to oil it here. Probably can't see, I apologize. Where that pivots. See if we can get some oil in there. You just oil stuff. It's all right. Okay, I think we're ready to, what I'm gonna do now, fuel's on. We're just gonna turn this over and start getting fuel pumped up there. Then I'm gonna take a little bit in the cap, dump it down the throat of the carburetor, and then we'll fire this thing up, or try to at least. Like I say, this is a cold start. This hasn't been run in 7 months. All right, now keys off. Keys off, fuel's on. And we're just gonna turn this over. Yeah, I see fuel. Okay, we're pumping fuel. There. Let's see if we can. Another good reason to do this, whether it be pulling a coil wire and turning it over with the starter, or turning it by hand, is you're priming the fuel, not only the fuel system, you're priming the oil system too. So it's good just take her easy and do stuff like this. You'll have a machine that'll last a lot longer. Maybe it's the wrong thinking, I don't know. Okay, I think we're ready to put some darn fuel in there and try to fire it up. What do you guys think? All right, we've unhooked the governor. We're gonna drain a little bit of fuel off of the sediment bowl into this cup. Just loosen the sediment bowl and let it flow in. Okay, tighten that back up. Just dump a little bit down the throat. Turn the key on. Bring it around here. How about that? Try again. We may have to prime it again. Well, folks, that is what a fresh rebuild will do for you. Better, doesn't it? It's about where it should be idling. is it humid today. Well, there you have it. Cold start, a little bit of late PM. Those of you with a calibrated ear will be able to tell that I have a tight valve on that engine. So one of these videos we're going to get into adjusting the valves. Although maybe not. There are plenty of videos on YouTube about how to adjust valves on a Willys engine. But if you guys are interested, just put it in the comments and we'll do a valve adjustment video. That's good. Tomorrow I'm going to get packed up. Got to get some screws in the hood here so the hood don't fly off. Pins to keep the doors down, and we'll be good to go on this job. What's the point of having it if you don't use it, right? So that's that. There was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it is, so we'll just have to wait for next time, I guess. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. And hey, also wanted to say, everyone that watched that Weldy the Welder video and liked it, and I just can't believe how many people watched that video. I thought I was gonna have like 100 hits like I do on every other video I make. So 3,000 views. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video will help you get your machine out of the weeds and running. So we'll see you next time, guys.